wash and fold is all about trust. People in retail always focus on average ticket, which I think it's good for certain aspects, but what they're missing in wash and fold is the average value that people are leaving in wash and fold. So the average ticket might be $30, $40, right, for a bag of laundry. But how much value is in that clothing? It could be upwards of $1,000. Or if it's your favorite pair of jeans or t-shirt, it's invaluable. It's irreplaceable. So trusting who you're leaving with that to process those clothes is critically important. And that takes a different level of customer engagement. And I think we can learn a lot from like the restaurant industry when you go to a restaurant, do you want to go to a place where nobody knows you, or do you want to go where they know you by name, they have your favorite table, they already have your drink ready? Like that sort of approach to this business, I think, is what's really going to make it work on the service sector of the business. And that's where I believe all the growth is.
Yeah. I mean, I love that kind of framework of thinking where, it is trust. And I like I haven't really heard anybody talking about, the value of the order and how much, we know kind of, implicitly, or when something goes wrong, customers let us know, right? We lose something or something, gets torn in the dryer or something like that, which happens sometimes. We hear about, hey, this costs this much money, that kind of thing. But I haven't really heard that as like a metric. And, thinking about it in those terms does kind of, I think, add a little more weight to the, that service side of the business and, how much trust there is in people. And there's kind of two, maybe there's more, but two that I can think of off the top of my head, ways to build that trust. And one is, like you were saying, get to know your customers personally, and get to know them by name. And hopefully they're going to refer you and transfer their trust to people that they know, their trust in you to people that they know, so that they'll also trust you because, your current customer that they know trusts you. Or to do it more, I'd probably say and to do it more on the bigger scale, on the more public platforms like a Google, like a Yelp, those kinds of things where trust is also transferred, maybe not by somebody that you know personally, but by the masses, right? And so that's why, getting good reviews, offering good service is one thing, and it's definitely going to help your business, but taking that one extra step and trying to purposefully get reviews and intentionally ask for reviews actually is another way to kind of build that trust. And again, the more valuable the product is for the customer, the more trust you need to build. So anything you can be doing service-wise to build that trust is going to be huge for your business.
100%. And I see it in my own service hat. Like when I'm looking for a new service, like we've all become like these hack consumer research, consumer reports people, where we're going through reviews and cross-checking sites because it's not just the rating. You want to make sure the reviews are valid and that and you want to check, all right, is this propaganda or is it real? And people know the difference, and they want to see even that the negative reviews that they were like, when I see, like, listen, you're going to have negative reviews. It's inevitable, hopefully. Otherwise, you don't have enough business. If you don't have enough volume in business, then you could have, 6 5-star reviews, which by the way, people see also. If there's not enough reviews, that's a red flag. But, when you get into hundreds, if not thousands of reviews, you're going to have some negative ones. And what I look for is how did the business respond? And the really good ones, you'll see that they're all over it and they're responding and owning up to any mistakes and criticisms and taking care of the customer. So this is it's a new world. It's changing fast. And I think, I think you hit the nail on the head. Like that's a big part of the trust nowadays. And I go back to emphasize that point of the value. Like if you're just ordering a hamburger, you might just take a gamble one night and order from a new place without much research, right? Like I take my food seriously, but one meal, like I'm not going to put in hours of research. But for $1,000 worth of my clothes and my favorite stuff, I'm gonna put some effort into that. And then the residual effect of that is because I'm not just doing this once. I'm doing it every week after that. So it's worth the research. So I think I need to keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, I love that. I love that. And I think that will be, just for anybody listening, that's just a great mindset to have, especially if you're doing somebody else's laundry, whether it's pickup and delivery or, just a wash, dry, fold, a drop off, laundry service. I mean, I like thinking about it in those terms because those are the terms that our customers are thinking about it. And even if they're not explicitly thinking, I'm giving over $1,000 worth of clothes to these people, guess what? Don't deliver their clothes one time and find out how much, they.
One item.
Yeah.
One item.
Yeah, I know.
And that's what I think, like, like a lot of the big, venture capital backed players like Washio missed in this industry is the error rate, the margin of error that we have in this business is so small. When you think about the countless items of clothing we process, in and out every day, the jeans, the shirts, the socks, I mean, how many articles of clothing? And screw up one pair of jeans, one T-shirt, a comforter, like just one, and it'll wreak havoc in your day. So, like to think about the accuracy rate or the quality rate that you need to have in this business, you need to be incredibly on point. And it's a testament to what a lot of good operators out there do day in and day out. And people, when they go back to your question, like, what's the key? What's the essential aspects to success? It's hard to describe in this like magic bullet of something that's going to be so poignant and so earth shattering that people, blow people's brains. It's like doing stuff consistently well, time and time and time and time again. That's the secret. And it's really hard to do.